Hello and welcome back to Wireman's Whimsy. We are going to do a gatefold card, and there's a bunch of different pieces that I'm using for this, but the basic idea of this is we're going to take an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper and cut it at 4 1/4. So we've got 4 1/4 by 11. So then we're going to come in on each side at 2 3/4 to score it. Because 2 3/4 plus 2 3/4 is 5.5. So it folds up nicely just like that. What I've done is I've cut apart one of the our foldable card fronts, and I've just cut it on the score lines. This one is actually just a little bit on the other side of the score line, but because of the way it's placed, you can't see it. So I just cut it so it was kind of equal on both sides, and this is going to go on the inside like this. And then I took these two sections here. They are the same size. Like this section and this section are the same size. So I've cut them apart, and this is what I've got. And this is going to be the front of the card. And then I took one of the envelopes because the inside looked a little bit plain. So I just cut one of the envelopes. And these are 4 by about 2 5/8. 2 3/4 was just a little bit too wide, and I couldn't get both pieces at 2 3/4 out of the envelope. So they're 2 5/8. But just cut it to whatever size works for you. And this is going to go on the inside like this. And then we're going to bling it up a little bit at the end. But I'm going to use the Happy Birthday from the set. And I'm just going to stamp it right down in the middle of the card in Moody Mauve. And I need to just stamp this down again because I missed the top. Well, that didn't work. So we've got another one. And now you get to see how I trimmed this one out. So this one is about 3/4 of an inch in. So I'm going to take this to about 3/4 of an inch on this side, and then just give it a cut. And then we're going to stamp it without making a mistake. So I'll use that other piece and I'll put something across the front of it. But anyway, so let's go ahead and ink that up. We're going to pop this right down in the middle. And there we go. It actually stamped this time. So let's move that off to the side. We can take this and we can adhere it right now into the middle. And so we're just going to kind of center it, pop it down like that, and we can decorate the rest of the inside as well. If you were doing it for kind of a younger person's birthday, you could use the balloon stamps and decorate the inside if you like. I'm just going to use the paper from the envelopes. I just love how they decorated the inside of the envelopes. So we'll just slide this in, make sure we're centered, and pop it down. So then when we open up the card, we get a nice bright inside, and this has got the rose gold glitter on it. So let's put the front together. Now this is, you got to pay attention to this one, because where I split the card, when we join it up together, it's a solid front. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually put these right up to the edge of the front of the card. We're going to make sure we're kind of equidistant. And when we do this, it actually ends up being almost even all the way around. So then we're going to take this one like this, and we're going to match it up exactly. So then we've got our card front. It looks like a solid front, but it pops open like this. And I've taken some of the last piece of my rose gold cord here, and we are going to just tie a bow. Rather than do a belly band on this, I thought I'd just tie a bow. But I am going to have to just tie it in a knot before I tie it as a bow, because otherwise I won't be able to do it. So we're just going to snug that down. There we go. And we're just going to tie the bow now. See, I can't do bows. I struggle to do bows. So this is why you'll quite often see me actually pre-do the bow, and just the whole magic of television thing where things automatically get done. So you know what? I'm going to give this one more try, and then I'm just going to move on. So we're going to do this and this, and there we go. Okay, so my bow's just a little bit crooked, but that's fine. Just going to trim this end off here like that. And so that's our belly band to hold the card together. But what I'm going to do is take some of these iridescent foil gems, and I'm going to take the small ones and I'm going to pop them right in so it looks like the flame of the candle. You can do them all if you want. I'm just going to tuck in and do just a few here and there. And if you're mailing this card, you'll definitely need to put a piece of cardstock over top of it so it doesn't just shred the envelope in their machines. I'll just pop another couple in. Like I say, depending on how lavish you want to be with your bling, you can put them in every candle or just the occasional one like that. So I think I'm probably going to go ahead and put them in every single as every single flame, because I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left, so might as well. But I won't do that on the video and keep you all waiting. But that is our, we're working on our 4th alternate card now, using elements from the August 2024 Paper Pumpkin Kit. So I hope you've enjoyed this one, and stay tuned for more alternates.